The dramatic reprieve arrived just hours before the deadline. Carlos Watson, the former talk show host and media executive, was en route to begin a nearly decade-long prison sentence for federal fraud when news of a presidential commutation shattered his impending incarceration. The weight of a 10-year sentence, the looming reality of life behind bars at the Lompoc, California Federal Correctional Institution, was lifted in a single, unexpected moment. His journey to prison transformed into a journey of disbelief, a testament to the unpredictable nature of power and the capricious hand of clemency. The news, as reported by CNBC, spread like wildfire through the legal and media spheres, catapulting Watson from the brink of imprisonment to the center of a national conversation. The commutation, granted by then-President Donald Trump, sparked immediate debate, highlighting the complex interplay between justice, politics, and the extraordinary power of presidential pardon. While the details of the case remain contentious, the timing of the commutation, its impact on Watson's life, and the accompanying statement released by Watson himself all contribute to a narrative filled with high drama and lingering questions. Watson's statement, released shortly after receiving the news of his commutation, was as striking as the event itself. It exuded gratitude towards President Trump, casting the commutation as a righteous correction of a perceived injustice. He painted himself as a victim of a flawed system, wrongfully targeted and subjected to an unfair conviction. The strong language employed, while expressing profound relief, also included a stinging rebuke of Judge Eric Comite, the Trump-appointed judge who presided over Watson's case. Watson's statement characterized the judge's actions as conflicted and unethical, igniting further controversy and raising questions about the impartiality of the original proceedings. The claim of wrongful targeting, however, remains a point of contention, inviting scrutiny of the evidence presented during the trial and the legal arguments involved. The contrast between Watson's expressed gratitude and his pointed criticism of Judge Comite underscores the complexity of his situation. It also casts a spotlight on the broader debate surrounding the use of presidential clemency, a power that can be wielded to overturn judicial decisions, thereby raising fundamental questions about the balance of powers within the American system. Was this an act of genuine justice, correcting a flawed verdict? Or was it an exercise of political power, motivated by factors beyond the merits of the case itself? This question takes on even greater significance when considering the context of other clemencies granted by President Trump. The commutation granted to Watson arrived on the same day that Trevor Milton, founder of the electric vehicle manufacturer Nikola, received a pardon. Milton's case presents an interesting parallel, further fueling the ongoing debate. Milton, who had contributed nearly $2 million to Trump's campaign, was originally sentenced to 4 years in prison for fraud charges. His pardon, arriving just as Watson's commutation was announced, inevitably raised questions about the potential influence of political contributions on the exercise of presidential clemency. The timing of these pardons and commutations raises profound questions about fairness and equal application of justice. Did political contributions play a role in these decisions? This is a question that continues to stir debate and necessitates a critical examination of the criteria used in granting clemency. Transparency in these processes is essential to maintaining public trust and faith in the integrity of the justice system. The official statement from Breon Peace, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York at the time of Watson's sentencing, added another layer to this already multifaceted story. Peace's statement emphasized that Watson's original sentence served as a necessary deterrent, a warning to those considering similar fraudulent activities. This statement highlighted the prosecution's view of the case and reinforced the seriousness of the charges against Watson. The contrast between the prosecution's perspective and Watson's narrative further underscores the complexities inherent in this case and the ongoing debate surrounding presidential clemency. Watson's journey, from media executive to convicted felon, then unexpectedly to a free man, serves as a compelling case study in the unpredictable nature of justice and the far-reaching consequences of presidential power. It raises crucial questions about the limits of power, the role of political influence in judicial decisions, and the fundamental principles of fairness and equal application of the law. The story's lasting impact lies not only in the dramatic turnaround of Watson's fate, but also in the broader implications for the American judicial system and the ongoing debate on the appropriate use of presidential clemency. The details of the case, the contrasting viewpoints, and the lingering questions it raises continue to fuel public discussion and provide a fascinating, if complex, lens through which to examine the intricate workings of the American legal and political landscape. The Associated Press contributed to this reporting,